Hey, I'm Emma, I'm co-founder of Hip Pop, and if you're a really big kombucha enthusiast like me, one of the things you might be wondering is, can I drink kombucha every day? In this video, we'll explore the potential advantages and considerations when it comes to drinking kombucha every single day. Here are 3 things to consider. First of all, kombucha generally has lower sugar than your average soda or smoothie or soft drink. And you might be asking, if it's got sugar in it, why would you drink it over, a diet drink, for example? Sugar is really important in the kombucha fermentation. The sugar fuels the fermentation. For the yeast and bacteria, they need sugar. The yeast eat the sugar, they convert it into acids and other compounds, and the bacteria start to metabolize it. So the amount of sugar you start with at the beginning of the kombucha fermentation is reduced over the course of the fermentation because they consume the sugar and turn it into other compounds. Now you can find sodas and soft drinks and even kombucha that's marketed as 0 sugar. And the reason why those drinks can be marketed as 0 sugar is the sugar has been replaced by sweeteners. Now, it's a choice really whether you want to have a natural drink containing a little bit of sugar or a drink containing a processed substance like a sweetener. An increasing number of studies coming out showing that maybe sweeteners aren't that great for our gut health and overall health. Kombucha is a really good source of friendly bacteria, otherwise known as probiotics. And these probiotics could be probiotic bacteria from the kombucha fermentation itself, so things like gluconobacter or acetobacter, or some breweries add bacteria, so things like bacillus coagulans, but they've all been shown to be really good for gut health. And 3, kombucha is not just a source of probiotics, it can also help with production of postbiotics. This is a pretty emerging area in terms of gut health, but essentially postbiotics are what are produced by the probiotics in the gut. And kombucha also contains lots of other different healthy compounds. So for example, during the fermentation process, acetobacter produce something called acetic acid. And acetic acid is what gives kombucha that natural apple cider vinegary tang. And acetic acid has been proven to be a great antimicrobial, and it's also very good for regulating blood sugar. So what could be the potential drawbacks of drinking kombucha every single day? Kombucha tends to be made from tea, and tea has caffeine in it. So if you are very sensitive to caffeine, you may find that you're equally a little bit sensitive to the caffeine in kombucha. However, during the fermentation process, the caffeine is metabolized. So you start off with a cup of tea, which already has less caffeine in it, say, than a cup of coffee, and then that reduces over the course of the fermentation. So a kombucha typically has a lot less caffeine in it than the same amount of a cup of tea. Now, you might choose to maybe not drink kombucha, in the evening or at night time if you are very sensitive to caffeine. However, lots of people, myself included, drink kombucha at any time of the day and feel no impact whatsoever. Sugar is another consideration. So we've already touched on sugar and explained why it's actually really important to have sugar in kombucha, but it does have sugar, and so you might not want to drink oodles and oodles and oodles of the stuff because you will be increasing your sugar content, but 1 or 2 kombuchas a day, no problem at all. Personally, I drink plenty of kombucha every single day. I love that it's an easy way for me to incorporate healthy organic acids, probiotics, encourage postbiotics in my diet. But like anything, you probably want to do it in moderation. However, 1 or 2 cans or bottles of homemade or commercially bought kombucha will do you no harm at all. What you should think about doing is varying the types of fermented food in the diet. So as well as drinking kombucha, have some kefir, have some sauerkraut, some kimchi. There's lots of amazing, gorgeous, delicious, zingy fermented foods that taste great, and the variety will really benefit your diet and your gut. Like any food and drink, the best kombucha you can have is the kombucha that you make yourself at home. So take a look at this video, which is how to make kombucha at home.